The Events House is a worldwide event entertainment company. We specialise in motorsport entertainment and sporting event activations. We're privileged to work with brands such as Formula One, Pirelli, Mercedes-Benz World, Aston Martin, McLaren, F1 Paddock Club, Las Vegas. The list goes on.
Prior to moving to Highwall, we operated across 2 sites, which was separated by approximately 3 miles. One location was used for operational purposes and the other more managerial and administrative. Functionally, it worked, but it wasn't ideal. I guess if I was to be specific about what suffered, I would say it was communication and our efficiency. And in theory, with remote working in this day and age, it shouldn't, but I think in reality it does. It certainly did for us. So to eradicate those concerns, the business took the decision to move everybody to a location that was suitable for everybody.
So having searched for specialists in this field, I remembered a conversation I had with David at Nexus the previous year about a different project. I decided to reach out to Nexus and share with them our requirements. Nexus quickly grasped our brief and provided us with cost estimates and initial design within a matter of days. Their understanding of the needs and swift response was fantastic.
After the procurement stage, bringing Nexus on board, we went through a design phase. I think the process was really clear, concise. David involved James from This Is Interiors, and we got really creative, and David helped us consult us through some of the design aspects and helped with his experience to help us get through to where we wanted to be. Really enjoyed that process. The collaborative approach was genuinely enjoyable. Once we got to that bit, it was the job of making the building happen and making make it come to life and fruition. And that's when we got introduced to Matt's magical spreadsheets. That process then developed into a much more formulaic, trusting process where Nexus really genuinely gave us the confidence which we needed. We've never done this before. We've never worked with big contractors before, so we were slightly nervous about that. But the process of working with these guys was awesome. I think the main thing, they were trusting, they were really honest, and all the processes were transparent.
A layout was provided to Nexus showing roughly what the client wanted, how many desk positions in the open plan office, how many individual managers' offices and meeting spaces were required. They wanted quite a bold reception. This is our business, Events House. They wanted when people entered the building that it looked grand, they're magnificent, the events that they provide. And trying to provide a fit out worthy of what they do was important. We collaborated with This Is Interiors and they came up with an interior design focusing mainly on the open plan office, the breakout area, meeting rooms and reception, the entrance. It's hard sometimes to show what something's going to look like on a 2D drawing. The construction issue drawings make loads of sense to us, we use them every day, but to a client, not necessarily helpful, though it might give them an idea of the space, but how is it going to look? Well, This Is Interiors provided a visual and that looked brilliant, and they can see exactly what they want. They signed off on that and then off we go to deliver that. Once a visual's put forward, it's very easy to know whether you've got what you've paid for at the end, if you like. So the challenge really was to provide what was on the visual within the budget and have a happy client at the end, obviously on the required handover date. And with the current Part L2 building regulation changes, the need to be efficient in these designs and builds is ever more important. Where we're really strong is in design, and it's not just designing the space, it's how we're going to install it. And as we're producing the drawing and the layout and we're collaborating with a client and This Is Interiors, we've also got to think about how we deliver it, and that delivery is integral. They wanted one company to come in and deliver the project, and we're very good at that at Nexus.
Nexus were very accommodating with lots of requests for changes for design and implementation, and that process was good, sympathising. It was a change of heart and mind quite a lot, and they allowed that process to happen, which helped us get to where we needed to be. I think that was a very important element, that the brief was rigid and stuck to and formulaic, but there was an understanding beyond that. We got to be involved in the design bit and have our imagination with that, but then to see the nuts and bolts and this thing be created was brilliant and truly a turnkey solution. These guys took care of aircon, fire, building regs, and stuff that we would never have been able to handle ourselves or manage. And to see what was on a drawing come to life in a building such as this, almost to the exact it's just been amazing.
Well, I think the new space and building has been a game changer for us business. It's given us the ability to operate with greater efficiencies and improve team communication, collaboration and overall productivity. I think as well, having an open plan layout and state-of-the-art facilities and communal areas, it's really boosted staff morale as well, which was a key thing for us. It makes it a more enjoyable and engaging place to work, an awesome space to bring clients to as well, to show them our offerings and engage in new products and services. Yeah, really proud to work in a facility like this.
Since we moved here, it's made a significant difference. Everybody was energised by the move. It's exciting, it's a brand new premises, it looks great, it feels great. We're all under one roof. Morale has improved, the teamwork has improved, and people are happier. Everyone was excited to be here and everyone is excited to stay here. You're only a few steps away from the next department, whereas before you'd have to get in your car or travel or would rely on email or written communication. So the improvements are there for everybody to see. So what I would say is now, the environment that we're in has never been as good as it is, and it's been a benefit for everybody in the business without exception.
We're really pleased with the end result and we delivered exactly what Events House required. For me it was an enjoyable project and I'm sure the team would agree. They've been a great client, really bought into Nexus and we definitely worked well together. I appreciate them partnering with Nexus for this project and I wish them all the best for the future, and if they've ever got a spare simulator that they're thinking of throwing out, give me a call.
I would absolutely recommend Nexus to anybody else looking to take on this type of project. They've been fantastic to work with. They made the process incredibly easy for us. They came up with some awesome ideas and they met every single deadline we could have ever wished for. It's been a real pleasure working with Nexus.
I would recommend Nexus to other companies wholeheartedly. They were brilliant, you know, truly brilliant. The transparency, their friendly attitude, their trustworthiness. They've even found us savings when we didn't ask for them. It was just a real pleasure, and I could only recommend that someone goes through a process like this, as big as this, with the confidence that we've been able to go through with it.